All right, Shalom. This is Kamal Yala of Great Millstone, Atlanta. I give all praise to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, BAHASHAM, Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to all I can push out this truth and sincerity. All right, now this is a quick lesson, and it's going to be entitled "Throw Off Your Patterns." This is something a brother told me a while back that I had never really grasped. But it just kind of the spirit had it pop back into my head. But it's a very good advice, which is throw off your patterns. Because patterns really are a weakness. When I'll say habits. When you have a habit of doing certain things, a pattern a habit starts with a pattern. So when you begin to make a pattern of something, then it becomes a habit, and you can have bad habits. Not only that, but just speaking in terms of like when you deal with habits, right? Just speaking in terms of even when you're dealing with habits, you deal with the enemy. Okay, that's one thing that I wanted to kind of highlight in this lesson is throw off your habits, because your enemy you know can easily penetrate you, all right, and attack you. But when you actually are unpredictable, you know, that's what is a good defense mechanism, to where they don't, you're not as vulnerable. Okay, so this is Ephesians 5:15. It says, "See then that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise." All right, and you know, um, be circumspect. To be circumspect means to be. You have to basically basically look all around you. Okay, be observant of your surroundings. And it says um, not as fools but as wise. So a foolish thing to do really is to fall into everyday pattern. You know, because also, like I said, it's a weakness, because you'll become locked into certain things or addicted, okay, to doing certain things. And even like how your brain works, deals with dealing with patterns and your neurons and your brain. Okay, you want to throw those off. Okay, you don't want to always have just um a fixed way that you just dedicate yourself to. You always want to kind of, you can always switch up your routine. That's really what the basis of what I'm saying. Just switch up your normal routine sometimes. All right, and I may name it that instead. But anyway, it says redeeming, verse 16, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Because we're redeeming the time, basically meaning buy back. Redeem basically meaning to buy back the time, because we've lost a lot of time, through this world. Okay, being in the flesh, being carnal, you've lost a lot of time. So you got to buy back that time and your spiritual, get your spiritual treasures up. Okay, but ultimately, like I said, just walk smart. Okay, in these times, man. It says, "Wherefore be not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is." Okay, so knowing the times that we're in, you know, it says understanding what the will of the Lord is, which the will of the Lord is that we, continue and be prophets, if we are the elect. That's the will of the Lord, is to continue doing what the prophets do. All right, but meanwhile, Well, I'll say a prophet is a man of um, wisdom, which wisdom is to. Matter of fact, let me just get another one. So this is hold on one second. Matthew 10:16 says, "Behold, I sent you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." All right, and one of the characteristics of a snake, okay, is agility. Okay, you know, um, basically being unpredictable in a sense as well. All right, but it says, "I sent you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves." So you know, any direction, there's a wolf ready to devour you. So when you deal. All right, Shalom. Yeah, this is a continuation. Uh, my other uh, my other device ran out of memory. So anyway, continuing on into Matthew 10:16. Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves. Yeah, and when you look at when you look at the characteristics of a snake, um, let me put serpent. Serpent. All right. It says there are symbols of rebirth, transformation, immortality, and healing. Now, going into that transformation, and that relates to what I was saying as far as, breaking your habits, which is transforming. Okay. When you basically are able to, transform and change how you do things, your patterns, that can contribute to growth as well as throwing off your enemy, so that's basically what I'm saying. And actually, let me get to Ephesians 6:12. It says, "For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places." Yeah, so, it says we're at spiritual war, okay, with evil forces. All right, now knowing that we're at war, that causes you to be more strategic with how you move, okay, more smart with how you move. All right, it says, "Wherefore take unto you the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to withstand in this evil day, and having done all to stand." All right, and it says, it says, "Take unto you the whole armor of the Most High." Okay, so a part of that armor is wisdom. All right, and wisdom, knowing how to move, knowing how to stay away from danger. The scriptures also say, let's get this, Proverbs 4:14. It says, "Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men." Okay, so enter not into the path of the wicked, and going also into, who, being aware of our surroundings, where we're at. It's not smart to be in certain areas where trouble may happen, and we all know what that is. Certain areas where there's a bunch of a plethora of demons, so it's best, and it's also best to have brothers with you, or just not be alone in certain environments, but also on top of that, you don't want to be caught in the same place every time. Switch it up.
you know, just switch it up. Wisdom of Solomon 9:11. And this talking about wisdom. It says, "For she knoweth and understandeth all things, and she lead me soberly in my doings, and preserve me in her power." And if I'm not mistaken, yeah, this is about wisdom. And if I'm not mistaken, this is basically talking about when wisdom, basically liken wisdom unto a woman. Basically, you know, wisdom will begin to trust you, if I'm not mistaken. All right, but you know, it says, you know, basically wisdom will lead you in your doings, man. You know, so further proving that a good, wise tactic is to throw off your patterns, to, you know, basically operate and move unpredictable. So, you know, that's pretty much the point. Lord willing, you are edified, giving all praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, Rakakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom.